Softimage Company was a company located in Montreal, Quebec, Canada that produced 3D animation software. A subsidiary of Microsoft in the 1990s, it was sold to Avid Technology, who would eventually sell the name and assets of Softimage's 3D animation business to Autodesk. Its first product, Softimage 3D, was used in the creation of special effects for movies such as Jurassic Park, Titanic and The Fifth Element. Its successor, Softimage XSI, was used in the production of the Academy Award-winning feature film Happy Feet, 300 and Charlotte's Web and the production of games such as Konami's Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. In 1997, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences awarded Softimage a Scientific and Engineering Award for the development of the actor component of Softimage 3D. During the Microsoft years, Softimage also developed a non-linear video editing and compositing suite named Softimage DS, which was available from Avid Technology under the name Avid DS, until its EOL on September 30, 2013. History: Softimage was founded in 1986 by National Film Board of Canada filmmaker Daniel Langlois and with founding director, Char Davis. At the time, there were only 3 employees. Its first product was called the Softimage Creative Environment, later renamed to Softimage 3D. It was the first commercial package to feature inverse kinematics for character animation. The software was eventually replaced by Softimage XSI, originally codenamed Sumatra. The company became public in 1992 and was acquired by Microsoft in 1994. In 1998, after helping to port the products to Windows and financing the development of Softimage XSI and Softimage DS, Microsoft sold the Softimage unit to Avid Technology, Incorporated, who was looking to expand its visual effect capabilities. Avid initially grouped many of its visual effects products, such as Elastic Reality and Avid Media Illusion, under the Softimage brand, but in 2001 discontinued most of these products. Until 2008, Avid's Alien Brain product was also branded with the name Softimage, even though it was developed by a separate company. On October 23, 2008, Autodesk signed an agreement with Avid Technology to acquire the brand and the 3D animation assets of Softimage for approximately $35 million, thereby ending Softimage Company as a distinct entity. The video-related assets of Softimage, including Softimage DS, continue to be owned by Avid. Product releases 1987 Softimage President Daniel Langlois and engineers Richard Masil and Laurent Lawson begin development of the Compania Euro unregistered trademark S3D applications software. The user interface begins to take shape and would remain largely unchanged for the next 16 years of the product's life. 1988 Virtual reality artist Char Davis joins the company as Vice President of Virtual Research. Introduction of Creative Environment 1.0 at SIGGRAPH. A first for the industry, the software would offer modeling, animation and rendering in a single integrated environment. Release of Creative Environment v0.8, closely followed by the 1.0 release. 1989 Creative Environment 1.65 adds texture mapping. 1990 Creative Environment v2.0, new animation tools, introduction of the new concept of object constraints, new dope sheet editor, adds spline modeling. 1991, Actor Module Creative Environment 2.5 with Actor Module. The Actor Module introduces inverse kinematics, a concept coming from robotics, to the animation market, bones, inverse kinematics, flexible skin, rigid articulated body dynamics. The Actor Module was awarded a Technological and Scientific Academy Award for its innovation. Films, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Director of Sales Richard Solvinsky leaves to found Discrete and redistribute Animal Logic's image compositor EDI. 1992, EDI Creative Environment 2.52, Motion Capture, SDK. Paint and compositing package introduced with Softimage EDI, Films, Death Becomes Her. Softimage goes public on Nasdaq. Acquisition of the compositing product Softimage XSI product from Discrete, co-owned and developed with Animal Logic. Acquisition of Painterly Effects image processing library from Imageware Research. 1993 Creative Environment 2.6, Metaclay, Motion Control, Clusters, Shape Animation, Mental Ray Rendering, Wave Deforms, Flock Animation, Standalone Particle System, Rotoscopy, 3D Booleans, Ghost Display Onion Skinning. Mental Ray introduced. Softimage and Mental Images announce rendering technology agreement, Creative Toons debuts. The 2D animation package automates the more tedious tasks involved in 2D cell animation, such as inking and painting, while still maintaining the look of hand-drawn images and characters. Beginning of Softimage Digital Studio on the Silicon Graphics IRIX operating system. Films, Jurassic Park. 1994, Microsoft's Softimage Microsoft acquires Softimage, Creative Environment 2.65, complete new file and database management, new topological scene graph update, structure keys, extended constraints, expressions, ghost display onion skinning, animation par shapes, toon rendering. Ideas, interactive developers entertainment authoring software with ProPlay and ProPlay Plus solutions, includes Softimage Creative Environment, XSI Compositing, Video Effects Software, Distributed Ray Tracer and 3D Particles Kit. Films, Star Trek, Generations/Industrial Light and Magic, The Flintstones/Industrial Light and Magic, The Mask/Industrial Light and Magic. 1995 Softimage 3D 3.0, NURBS surfaces and modeling, trims, instances, relational modeling. Stretch deform, custom hotkey remapping, spreadsheet, polygon reduction, games features, advanced polygonal modeling tools, 2D/3D paint plus UV texturing plus painterly effects, color reduction, game export/filtering/on-target viewing. SI Live Virtual Theater, introduction of Softimage 3D Extreme, includes Osmose, Virtual Theater and Mental Ray. Softimage Toons 3.5 and Softimage XSI 3.2, films, Casper, Babe, Balto/Amblimation, Casper/Industrial Light and Magic, Judge Dredd/Jumanji/Industrial Light and Magic, La Cita Copyright des Enfants Poda/BUF Compagnie. 1996 Softimage 3D 3.5 Windows NT Platform Support, User Data, Image Library, Sourfire SDK, Ambulate, Stepmala. First prototype of Softimage DS on Windows NT, Sumatra, codename, the product that would become Softimage XSI, and Render Farm unveiled. Films and games, Virtua Fighter, Game, Dragonheart, Independence Day, 101 Dalmatians/Industrial Light and Magic, 12 Monkeys/Peerless Camera, Basket Spatial/Industrial Light and Magic, Star Trek, First Contact/Industrial Light and Magic, Pinocchio/Media Lab, Malgra Copyright Picasso/Peerless Camera, Draco, Lala Copyright Gen du Dernier Dragon/Industrial Light and Magic, Eraser/Mass Illusion, Joa Euro Unregistered Trademark S Apartment/Blue Sky, Island of Dr. Moreau/Digital Domain, Chasseurs de Fantomes/Weta Limited, Mission, Impossible/Industrial Light and Magic, Mars Attack /Industrial Light and Magic, T2-3D/Digital Domain. 1997 Dominique Beweisvert, Ra Copyright Jean Garner Copyright, Daniel Langlois, and Richard LaPerriere won a Scientific and Engineering Award for the development of the actor component of the Softimage computer animation system, Softimage DS 1.0, Softimage 3D 3.7 Sony PlayStation Export/Import/Viewer Plus Attribute Editors, Colors at Vertices, Direct 3D Export/Import, Render Map. Films and games Riven, Titanic, Alien, Resurrection/Blue Sky, Spawn/Industrial Light and Magic, Anastasia/Fox Animation Studio, Batman and Robin/BUF Compagnie, Contact/Sony Pictures Imageworks/Weta Limited, Men in Black / Industrial Light and Magic, Jurassic Park / Industrial Light and Magic, Fifth Element / Digital Domain, Resident Evil 1.5. First mention of Twister, a rendering module of Sumatra that would never be released. 1998, Avid Softimage Avid Technology acquires Softimage, begins to rebrand many of its visual effects products under the name Softimage, Softimage DS 2.1, Softimage 3D 3.8 GDK, .xi file format, import-export pipeline, game filter, merge, polygon reduction, neural quantizer, animation sequencer, audio track for lip sync. Announcement of an interactive rendering application called Twister, the first module of the future Sumatra product. The company later cancelled this separate product to focus on Sumatra. 1999 Animation A 3-defined campaign, first presentation of Sumatra as the first non-linear 3D animation system. The animation mixer, which allows manipulation of animation as clips on tracks, similar to video non-linear editing system like Avid Media Composer. Softimage 3D v 3.8 Service Pack 2 Advanced Rendering, Caustic Support, Global Illumination, Nintendo NIF Toolkit, Sony PlayStation HMD Toolkit, Bar Copyright Zia Curve Support, Surface Continuity Manager, Drop and Slide Points, Go with the Flow Key Constraint Les Objets Particles. Films, Movie, The Mummy, The Matrix, Stuart Little / Centropolis FX, Fight Club / Pixel Liberation Front / BUF. 2000, Softimage XSI 1.0 Softimage XSI 1.0 is released new generation architecture, user interface, workflow, etc. Euro, active scripting, interactive rendering, rendering passes, render tree, gap, surface meshes, non-linear animation, animation mixer, integrated particles. Acquisition of the Motion Factory, Incorporated, Softimage 3D v 3.9, Softimage XSI 1.5 adds polygonal modeling, subdivision surfaces, and texturing tools, animation clip effects offsets, equalizer, bridge transitions, scripted operators, soft bodies, cloth, fluids, SDK object model. 2001 Softimage XSI v 1.5 begins shipping. Softimage XSI v 2.0 unveiled at SIGGRAPH 2001 and later ships. XSI v 2.0 introduces fully integrated compositor, based on Avid Media Illusion, introduces a hair and fur module, based on Joe Walter's Shave, support for Linux, Electric Rain collaborate to bring Flash, EPS, AI and SVG exports to Softimage XSI customers. Softimage 3D v 4.0 unveiled at SIGGRAPH 2001. 2002 Softimage releases the Softimage XSI Experience for version 2.0, a free educational software and training kit. Alias had previously released a personal learning edition of Maya. Softimage 3D v 4.0 released, Softimage XSI v 3.0 user feature review, an evolutionary update, introduces Softimage Behavior, a procedural animation system, marketed as a new crowd simulation engine. It is a rebranded version of the Motion Factory's product called Motivate. 2003 Softimage XSI v 3.5 with Softimage Behavior 1.1, brings back the schematic view from Softimage 3D. 2004 Softimage XSI v 4.0 user feature review, new rigid body dynamics based on ODE, character SDK, custom display host, XML-based UI definition, new XGS real-time shader pipeline, new vector and raster paint tool and the compositing module, now ships with Soflex. Softimage XSI v 4.2 2005 Softimage XSI v 5.0 user feature overview official change list, first Windows 64-bit version, new user interface elements to appeal to Autodesk Maya users, integrated cloth with Soflex 3, updated rigid body dynamics with PhysX, new view, shape manager, for morph shape animation, .xi 5.0. equals 2006 equals Softimage XSI v5.1 official change list, Autodesk 3ds Max compatible key map and gator plugin for 3ds Max, Collider import-export. Introduction of Softimage Face Robot, Softimage XSI v6.0 User Feature Overview Official Change List, focus on animation tools, animation layers, motion transfer tool, new views, material manager, material panelw, animation layer manager, elastic reality morpher and the compositor, delta referencing. Equals 2007 equals Softimage XSI 6.5 official change list, mostly a release to adjust price and reshuffle features between XSI Essential and XSI Advanced. Equals 2008, ICE, and sale of company assets to Autodesk equals, Softimage XSI 7.0 official change list, introduces ICE. October 23, 2008. Autodesk announces intent to acquire all of Softimage 3D business assets from Avid Technology. November 18, 2008, Autodesk completes acquisition of Softimage, company ceases to exist as an entity. Autodesk Media and Entertainment continues to develop Softimage XSI product, rebranded as Softimage. Face Robot rebranded Autodesk Face Robot. Softimage products were made in Quebec. Softimage is mentioned in the song Fabrica copyright or Quake copyright Beck written by the Quake copyright Bar copyright Qua humorists Pat Grohl and Louis José copyright Hood. See also, Autodesk Softimage, formerly Softimage XSI, Softimage 3D, Avid DS, formerly Softimage DS, X Centris. References